Thank you for staying with us. And joining me on the news to talk about the fracas between the Labour Party and the Nigeria Labour Congress is the former National Publicity Secretary of Labour Party, Abayomi Arabambi. Good morning. Glad to have you join me.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. Let me start by asking you, why is the NLC demanding resignation of Julius Abure from his position as the national chairman of the Labour Party?
Well, I need to first of all set the record straight. I am the public secretary of the Apapa-led NWC and not the former public secretary, because we still have the matter pending in the Supreme Court. Until when that one is decided, I don't think we need to preempt the decision of the Supreme Court. That's that one aside. Number two, we are against the position of the NLC calling for the resignation of Abure. From the point of law, it is not today that Abure was restrained by the FCTI court in March last year, no, April 5th. But the same Juajeru that came, to the party secretariat to tell Abure to hold on and not to obey that law, that was when it was removed by the court. But today, when the Court of Appeal now came about to say, we are lifting that order, which we have filed an appeal, a motion for stay of execution of that and or such order, it is now wrong for Juajeru to come because he passed a vote of confidence on Abure. When a court of confidence jurisdiction passes, restraining, he came to pass vote of confidence. But now that appeal court set aside the judgment of the FCTI court, he's now coming around again to pass vote of no confidence. We are not babies that can be pushed around like that. So we are now telling him that he cannot approbate and reprobate at the same time. It is wrong for him to now, on his own volition, assume, the role of the Supreme Court of Nigeria to decide that which court order to obey and which court order not to obey, because from the pretorial of authority of the Supreme Court, once a court order is made, whether rightly or wrongly, they say all parties must obey until when a Superior Court sets such an order aside. So for us, it is nothing other than political terrorism that Juajeru went into that place yesterday to go and bring down the gate. And you should also know that in section 47(1) and 54(1) of the Trade Union Act, whenever they want to picket, because we didn't belong to them, there was no dispute between us and them. We don't have dispute of labor workers as described by the two sections. So for him to come, mean it was just a display of executive rascality by Juajeru, who doesn't seem to know exactly what he wanted. So we are averse to that, asking him to resign now. The court, we have asked Abure to do so that time, but because of where we came from, Ajero said, oh, these are Yoruba, I don't want them. He came to our secretariat that day. He was shouting slogan, calling us rodent, that he came to fumigate us. That was on April 17 last year. So that same Ajero cannot come back now to tell us that, oh, come and give me support. I want Abure to resign. Over what? Who is it to call for Abure resignation?
Just to quickly chip in
when
there.
When the court of confidence jurisdiction.
Yes, Abayomi, just to quickly chip in there. Apologies for butting in. Let's talk about the fallout of all of this dispute. What would be the implication if Abure is to resign? Would it affect the Labour Party's chances in the upcoming elections?
See, there is a pending matter in the Supreme Court. Juajeru, he's just playing to the gallery because he has a presidential ambition which he has been discussing with us, and we told him he cannot work. He wants to install his puppet there, but what point I want Nigeria to know is this. He's not the one that can ask Juajeru to resign. No, to ask Abure to resign. We are before the Supreme Court between the Lamidi Abapa-led NWC and Julius Abure-led NWC. We have a matter pending before the Supreme Court, and until when the Supreme Court decided, everybody must maintain status quo. So there is no any legal implication, because for him to display such a rascality of political terrorism against our party secretariat is issue of leadership. He should not dabble into issue of internal affairs of the party. Juajeru need to go and take, issue of the labor. There is poverty in the land, and all of you are aware. Just recently, 16 Nigerian gallant soldiers was killed Did you hear any responses from the NLC? He shouldn't just be interested in taking over Labour Party before he wants to run for president in 2027. That will not happen. It's not going to affect us because when Supreme Court decides now, then that will be the final position. Once we are in Supreme Court, nothing is going to happen to our party. We are in Supreme Court over the Edo matter. We are in Supreme Court over the leadership tussle, which is normal in political party. So Abure should, Adero should not think we can be hoodwinked, to come and follow his own parochial interest in Labour Party. We are not interested, in all those rascality in displaying there. We are interested in the court. Even yesterday, we are still before federal court over some matter between us and Julius Abure. Upon that, we stand, with the NLC and Abure. We are all brother. We are from the same political family, but we have issues like APC and PDP, and that issue will be resolved by the Supreme Court, and everybody will not go and rest.
Yeah, Mr. Arabambi, speak to me about your thoughts on the NLC's claim that the Labour Party has been hijacked by self-serving interests. Do you think there is any truth to this claim?
No, that's what I said. They were the ones that want to hijack Labour Party. Because why we went to court is very clear. And why Abure was restrained is very clear. But for him to have come to power vote of confidence, when the court of competent jurisdiction said Abure should step aside, he cannot now come and power vote of no confidence when the appeal court had decided otherwise and we are before the Supreme Court. It's an attempt by him to ambush. If they are saying we are being sponsored, who is sponsoring him? Has he been able to, do anything meaningful for the Nigerian masses, for the Nigerian workers, where people cannot even be able to take to describe in a day what is his own interest? I'm telling Nigeria the interest of that young man is because he felt, Obi has lost all with the people. Let me give it a shot in Labour Party. He can go and form another party, but for us in Labour Party, he cannot have that seat, and we are not going to dabble into his affair with Abure because already we are before Supreme Court. So how can we now descend so low to now be talking to NLC about how do you want to take over party secretariat? Is there? It will be flushed out. If you want Abure to resign, let him continue, his political battle with Abure. We are not interested in that. But what I want him and Nigeria to know is that Lamidi Apapa led NWC have already filed appeal and motion for stay of exclusion of the Court of Appeal judgment that removed the restraining order on Abure. And as it is now, status quo antebellum must be maintained. And that's why I corrected you that Apapa cannot be former acting chairman. I am not former police secretary. I remain the public secretary of an NWC recognized by law. But if Ajero felt otherwise that people were being sponsored, we knew why he went to court. Why did he now want to remove Abure when Court of Appeal said Abure should stay? Why did he say Abure should stay when Court said Abure should go? That is the question he needs to answer Nigeria. But for us, he has a mission to hijack Labour Party. He has a mission to install a puppet as national chairman. He has a mission to install a puppet as national general secretary. For him to now railroad his way to become a presidential candidate,
and that's a fine place to wrap up.
The night of the day is dead on arrival.
That's a fine place to wrap up. Thank you so much for your insight on the news. Abayomi, Arabambi, thank you once again.